Good morning, good morning. Having coffee. So, I've been thinking a lot the last couple days about lifestyles and being single and the best ways to be single. And for some, it could be the worst ways to be single. I call it sometimes a destructive lifestyle, depending what you're doing. For instance, I have a friend, brother, a little bit younger, not too much. Man, he tells me he's with different girls every night almost, basically. Like every few days, every week, right? And it's like he's drinking, right? He's within control. He's got his shit together pretty good. But he's with different girls all the time. He's drinking. I don't know if he's doing any kind of drugs or anything like that. Could be. A lot of those girls like to do it. But he's in his 40s. Like, for instance, the girls that he's with are in their 30s and 40s. Okay? And he's going through different women all the time. Every week. Same ones over and over and over. A lot of times. And they're also going through different places themselves, aren't they? Okay. So it's just a circle. What I find that destructive. I don't want to be in that kind of lifestyle. I don't want to be passed around to different girls, basically, or I don't want to go around different girls that have been passed around. Okay. I've been in certain situations where, I've been with a lot of women in the past, and I've been with those type of women as well. Okay. And what happens eventually, sometimes you end up being with them, right? Because you like one of them eventually. The more you're with them, you're going to like them. You really start hanging around, you become friends. And then feelings start getting involved. It never ends well, anyway. Right? Hopefully you can stay friends after that and move on in life. But I find that destructive. It's the drugs. You're not going to fill a hole by sleeping with different women all the time. Okay, you might feel good at first, but after that, what happens after after you're doing it? You get that feeling of like, you know what I'm talking about. Unless you have really feelings for the girl, and then you really want to be with her after that. But a lot of times it's just like, you lose respect for her. They lose respect for you as well. You might not have been as good as you thought you were, right? Maybe she is comparing you to someone else, like you think, right? There's so many out there that it's just so easy to go pick them up, okay? Easy. The hard part is finding the one that you're going to want to be with, if that's what you want. A lot of times you don't want it. You just want to go out there and sleep with as many as you can. And that's what a buddy of mine's doing. A good friend. And I don't know, when I hear that, it's kind of like, whoa. But if I was around them, kind of like after a while, if I started drinking, whatever, and these women are around me, what's going to happen? I'm going to be in temptation, and of course, I'm going to end up fucking one, right? Or a couple of them, because they look good, okay? At my age, 30-year-olds, 35-year-old women, 40-year-old women look good still to me, actually. I don't want babies. I don't want kids. I'm beyond that, okay? I'm beyond that kind of thing. I work hard. I'm strong as fuck. I'm over 6 feet tall. I'm not rich, obviously. I don't make. Well, if I worked 6 days a week, I'd make over $100,000 a year. But I only work 5 days a week now. That's it. That's all they let me work. So I don't qualify for you ladies anyway. But the funny thing is, even when I was broke, you were still with me, many of you, way back. Well, you already know. Because women do not care, really, if you have money or not. If they have money and they want you, they don't care if you have money. That's the truth, okay? That's the truth. As long as you're being cool, you're not trying to take control of the situations with them, they'll help you. Some women will help you. But it usually doesn't end good. Because most people are not appreciative of people's help. You know? Man can help a woman, women can help men. After a while, people take things for granted. And I don't think that's a good thing. If you work as a team, two can go far, right? It's very hard for one person to move on far. But that one person, when she does move on, they're very, very strong and independent. And it's very hard for people to be around that type of person sometimes, right? Because you're not going to change them. Same with women that are successful. You're not going to change them either. They're set in their ways. But they do want that man sometimes that's more loving, right? Because usually the ones with no money, they're more loving to them, okay? And that's what they really want for a time, okay? They might pass you on, just as you pass them on. Somebody asked me to say something like that, but you can't be the, okay, do everything they say. No. You have to do things they want, though. But you have to be in your own world as well. And you have to be ambitious. You can't just be a homeboy in life. You have to work in life. Okay, you have to better yourself. That's why being single, you can better yourself in the long run. You can make your own plans. Nobody can stop you. You move forward, it's up to you. Okay? You go to the gym, that's up to you. You eat your 2-3 meals a day, that's up to you. You clean your house, that's up to you. You mop your floor, that's up to you. You want glass dishes or paper, that's up to you. You want keepers or throwaways. Never get into the fucking mud and argue with a fucking pig either. Because that's pointless. Because you're never going to win. Because that's what people want. They want you to jump in that fucking shit with them. Okay? Which I'm not going to do that anymore. There's no arguing with me. It's peaceful life. I had to work out yesterday in my own place. Maybe I'll go to the gym again soon, but I kind of like it in my own space. Not as strong as I was, but it's kind of funny. I'm stronger at my work. Still benching pretty good amount. I'm still overhead pressing. I still did a strict curl yesterday, over 150. So I got a video. I just didn't post my workouts. No big deal. Still dark where I am right now. I can tell the days. I'm going to have to turn the clock back soon, right? Then I'll be on a normal time. So hope you're all doing well. Like I said, there's lots of women out there. There's lots of people out there to meet. But it is better being by yourself. You don't have to worry about trust issues. You don't have to worry about anybody stealing from you. You don't have to worry about anybody knowing your business, knowing your personal stuff anymore. You don't got to get in fights with anybody. There's no jealousy in life. Right? That's the truth. Being single is the best. And so is being with a woman right away, though. It's like the first little bit is the best, right? We all know how that goes, right? So that's why Actually, I used to meet a lot of women at first, and so I used to get that first 2 3 weeks where it's like great, and then get like a week or it's a couple days where it's like no good, right? Then you got to meet another one, then you get that 3 days. It's like that doesn't fill a hole anymore. Okay, that's the point. What I'm trying to say. That's a destructive lifestyle where you're drinking every weekend, partying, going to the bars. Eventually, you're gonna get into some kind of drugs, or you're gonna. They do drugs, so a lot of people do drugs, and I'm talking about pills, certain things, sniffing things, stuff you don't want to do, right? And that's the party lifestyle. That's a destructive lifestyle. It's better to stay healthy, stay single, get your priorities straightened out, get on your program, better yourself always. That's what I've been trying to do, better myself all the time. And I haven't been in trouble for a long time, like serious trouble, so I feel good about that. That's one thing I feel good about, where I bettered myself. I've used to get mad at the job at the time, used to just walk off the job and then come back the next day or whatever, because they wouldn't fire you, right? But overcome the angers like that, right? I don't walk off no more. I just kind of put it out and stay. And I used to do that because I was used to working by myself all the time. So, right, when you start working with a bunch of people, it's like fuck. You got to work more as a team. So that's what I do now. And they do put me by myself a lot, which is good because I never did play well with others. Peace.